Good morning, everyone. This is Chris, and you're looking at my 2013 Honda Stateline. And today I'm going to show you how I mounted the Saddlemen Cruisin Deluxe saddlebags to my bike securely, tightly to the bike. They match up to the fenders pretty well. Also, I did not use the strings that come with the bag that you're supposed to tie on to the passenger peg and to the rear turn signal stock. I originally had it mounted that way. I wasn't happy with the way it sat and looked on the bike, and I knew there had to be a better way, and I'm going to show you what I came up with. Okay, so let me show you what the finished side looks like. I realize the sun is kind of blinding us. Let me get a light on this side so maybe we can compensate for that a little bit. Alright, so here's what the bag looks like. You can see that it's sitting up nicely and lines up well with the fender. It's right up to the edge of the seat there, but doesn't touch the seat. There's a little bit of room. There's room for the passenger to put their feet down, although my wife won't get on the bike with me, so there's no passengers. Alright, I'm going to set the camera down so that you can follow along here. This should be pretty simple. Actually, I'm going to hang out of the camera. You'll notice that I've got the Cobra saddlebag supports mounted, and they are over-shortened. What I mean by that is there's Velcro that Cobra has on these saddlebag supports, and I've gone way past the recommended area for the Velcro, and I was okay with that because Saddlemen also gives you this strap, and there's a double D-ring set up inside of here that helps hold it all together. Now, those D-rings generally face down towards the fender. I did not want to do that and nick and scratch the fender, so I pulled them up through the yoke, and that also allowed me to shorten that yoke even more. That alone caused the bags to sit better on the Stateline. Okay, so the next step, of course, was to take the strap that came with the bags and stabilizes the bottom, and that's right here. I've got it wrapped on there pretty securely. It can't go too far in either direction, and I've got it measured out to the length that I need for the bag, and this clips into the bottom of the bag. Okay, so now what did I do to the bags to not need that string? Well, I'm going to show you right now. Let me grab one of the bags, set it down, get a light. Okay, so there we go. That should do it for the light. These clips are from theclip.com. They are a stainless steel spring clip, and you'll notice that they're attached with a screw. This is a 6 by 32 half-inch long screw with a washer on the inside of the bag and a nylon locking nut, so that I know it's not going to come loose. You'll notice that there's a rubber coating on these, and this is a polybutylene sleeve from Ace Hardware. I bought several bags of these because you need 2 sleeves per clip. These clips are extremely close together. You can see that, and you can't take one sleeve and feed it over the whole clip. It won't pass through this angle. I tried multiple tools to try to do that, and it just wasn't working, so I just took 2 sleeves. I slid one on this side, one on the back side, and then I took a hairdryer and heat shrink them onto the metal. Sorry about that. And then I cut them I trimmed them to fit the clips. Then I screwed the clips onto the bag. I pre-measured, I have to tell you. That was the very difficult part, pre-measuring. Wow. And that's how the clips look. I like the idea of having the one screw here because the way that these Cobra mounts are, they're not square, they're rounded. And you can see the clips sit on those at an angle. They're not straight up and down, and that allows them to better fit the Cobra clip. Now the polybutylene is sparing the chrome on the Cobra saddlebag supports. That way if I do want to take the bags off and ride and have the chrome showing, I can do that. I do have to clean them up because that polybutylene does leave some rubber on there, but that's easy to clean off with a little chrome polish. These bags are really, really big, and I just noticed apparently while I'm riding, if I hit bumps, the bottom of the bag seems to be hitting my transfer case there. Interesting. Anyway, I'm going to mount the bag for you so you can see how that looks. That should give you a good angle while I do it. Alright, so mounting is as easy as this. All I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the bag. You know what, let me try to do this so that you can see where I'm going. And I'm going to put the clip right over it. Press down. Just take a look inside. Make sure both clips are in. They are. And I've got to set the camera down for this. Let's see if I can give you somewhat of an angle while I do this. Okay, hopefully you can see this. And I'm going to line up my yoke with the zipper here. These are zippered from Saddlemen. And I think this was the most difficult part, was getting this in here properly lined up and then getting it zipped. It is a very tight fit. There you go. Okay, now the last step, of course, is to lock this lock to there. Just like, well, I don't have that one locked. And that's it. That's how I mounted these. Thanks for watching.